made it. I finally found the pipes, but my audio was not recorded, so now I'm doing a voiceover for this part. So as you can see, the pipes are here. There's 5 of them. They're called the 5 Pipes Project with the Teaneck Creek Conservancy. A lot of the work depicts nature, but also has wildlife, other cultures, depictions of slavery, history, but more importantly, colonization and Indigenous history. They even went as far as to include symbolism, but this right here was ridiculous. I actually didn't realize that initially they had the red eyes and those like laser pointers coming from the colonizers' eyes. But the face of the native here was basically, I guess, erased, but they had the nerve to drill a literal hole in his face. I have no words. It's absolutely disgusting, ridiculous, racist. Appropriation. Just showcase the 5 pipes behind me, but there is a display here in front of me that speaks more about this. Which again, no Indigenous representation. And here are the names of the art committee. And here you can see they have a consulting artist, but the last time I checked, there are no Indigenous, Lenape, Native representation. This is another platform that I'm standing in front of now. And I just want to read this because it says, what's the Teaneck Creek story? Geologic evolution from glacial lake to wetland, New Jersey Meadowlands, Overpeck Park. Site of Lenape, Hackensack Village, and Chief Oratom. Teaneck Creek Colonial Grist and Sawmill. 4 decades of interurban trauma. Oh, this is interesting. This is actually the site of a landfill at one point too, until they decided to put 95 and 80 through it. But yeah, I wanted to showcase that. You can still see them in the background here. Part of my video, I lost sound, so I'll have to do a voice over, but I wanted to give you guys the full shebang of all of this, and just to show the representation, or lack thereof, I should say, of the Lenape people.